Hi everyone, it's Paula and welcome to Relatively Refined. In today's video, we have a surprise for you. My sisters, Kathleen, Patty, and I have all shopped for each other for Christmas. We've either thrifted or gone to yard sales or tag sales or secondhand shops of some kind, and we have found items that we think the others would love. And we have a little challenge for you. We're going to show you a clip of each of the items, and we want you to try to guess which item is going to which sister. If you stay through to the end of the video, we will share with you who got what and the reasons why we selected the gifts we did for our sisters.
Here's a look at the gifts we selected. Try to guess which gifts are going to which sister.
Okay, so for my sister Paula, I chose this vintage coffee, roasted coffee container that's a bank. It's a little piggy bank. And the reason I picked that is because I know she has a coffee bar. She's featured it in a lot of her videos. And I know she likes to decorate it. And I also know that she has a lot of kids in that house. And that I thought, wouldn't it be kind of funny and fun if they were required to put 50 cents in every time they had a cup of coffee? So I thought, I'll put the first 50 cents in, that it would be a fun thing to add to her coffee bar, especially around the holidays when all of the kids will be back home, and have them deposit their 50 cents for the coffee. And then when it's full, empty it out and you can buy all new coffee pods. So that is what I chose for my sister Paula. And I got this at the local Goodwill. I believe I paid $2.99 for it. And it is vintage. On the bottom it does say it's made in Japan. It's Lego. It's made by Lego. But I love the detail, roasted Java coffee money, and you can save your money for fresh coffee. For my sister Patty, I found these two little Sheltie dog figurines at our local thrift shop. And I know we had these dogs growing up as kids, and Patty and her family recently lost their dog, Max, who was a Sheltie. And I also know that she has a large figurine that she got from my parents when my dad's Uncle Howard died. So I thought these would be really nice added to her china cabinet. And they're in perfect condition. There's two of them, one lying down, the other one standing up. No chips or marks or anything on these. And I got these for $1 a piece at our local thrift shop. So I thought they perfectly captured my sister Patty and her love of Shelties. And I thought that the coffee bank is perfect for where my sister is in her life right now with all those kids drinking all that coffee. And I do know that she loves to decorate the coffee bar and is certainly not a minimalist, so she won't mind having one more piece of decor to add to that. So those are what I chose for our gift exchange for my sister.
Here is the gift that I bought for my sister Kathleen. This is the Bird Feeder book. And if you recall, Kathleen mentioned in her video that she enjoys sitting on her back screen and porch and watching the birds. I believe there was a thrift find of the month where she had purchased a gorgeous bird identification poster or framed print. And I happen to know that that is something that she and her husband really enjoy doing. So I picked up this book for a few reasons. One is it's less of an identification guide and more of really the story of birds. And two, it focuses specifically on backyard bird feeder birds. So this is a guide to identifying them, but also it has information on bird behavior, on feeding them, what food they like. And it is, instead of a million different birds, it actually has just a few, but it talks about how you might attract them. Here's a couple of pictures, like maintenance behavior and a year in the life of a bird. So it really reads like a book and goes in depth on specific bird feeder behavior, bird feeder birds and their behavior and their migration patterns and different things. So I really enjoyed it. But also, the very first page in this book is so beautiful, and it so reminded me of the view from my sister's back screened-in porch. So I just couldn't resist. It was different than any of the bird identification books because it reads like a book. It also has nice big illustrations and nice big font for our aging eyes, and I just thought it would be a great thing. It also has the original sticker. It's from a store called Agway, which is a garden store, and it was $9. So I think this is a really fun find. It's different. It is a Stokes guide, which is a famous nature guide. And since she and her husband both enjoy birds and nature, I think they might get some enjoyment out of this winter. So this is what I purchased for Christmas for Kathleen. What I purchased for my sister Paula are a set of cookbooks and a small Beatrix Potter book. If you recall, in an earlier video, Paula shared her vintage, actually I don't even know if they're all vintage, her cookbook collection. Some are old, some are new, and I really wanted to get her something different to go in her collection. And these are a series of 4 Farmer's Almanac cookbooks. Yeah, they're cookbooks. And they all have different themes to them. The Farmer's Almanac, if you recall, I spoke about a little bit in an earlier video. It's a publication that does weather prediction and farming and gardening trends, cooking recipes, and it's been out, I think it was 1790 or something in that nature when it started. So and it's a New England publication, originally published in New Hampshire. So these have some New England flair to them. There is the Garden Harvest Cookbook, Traditional American Dinners, the Farmer's Almanac Reader's Best Recipes. So I think this is probably like an annual publication compiling readers' favorites. And then this one is a 22 almanac that is everyday baking. And they are chock-a-block full of good old-fashioned recipes that I know Paula will enjoy. Everything from baked beans to rolls and breads and everything in between. And they are illustrated. I mean, hazelnut shortcakes with honeyed pears, lots of harvest. This is the harvest one, so lots of fall recipes, butternut squash soup. They're very clear, easy to follow, pumpkin biscuits, and I think she's going to enjoy leafing through them. They're small, kind of magazine size, so they'll be a nice thing to keep out and to reference. And in addition to these cookbooks, you may have also seen that she recently thrifted some Beatrix Potter books. So I know she is collecting these, and this little one I just recently picked up. It is The Tale of Two Bad Mice, and I don't know if she has this one or not, but if she already does, this is a little different than the ones that she has. I think this is slightly bigger, and who wouldn't want 2 of them anyway? And of course, Beatrix Potter, the illustrations are so precious. And I think it'll be a nice little addition to her book collection. She can display it, she can put it out, use it however she wants. So I was really thrilled to pick up these little cookbooks with the New England theme to them, and knowing how much she enjoys old-fashioned cooking, I think she'll enjoy those and her Beatrix Potter book. So that is my gift for Paula.
Let me share with you what I purchased for my sisters, Kathleen and Patty, this year for Christmas. For my sister Patty, I selected this Better Homes and Gardens new cookbook. I shared in a video last summer my cookbook collection, and in that video, which I'll have linked above and in the description box, I mentioned that I was collecting, or I had thrifted 4 of these, one for each of my kids. It's a wonderful cookbook. It has all kinds of great information from basic to more advanced cooking techniques and recipes. And Patty let me know that she loved that cookbook and she had one at one time and she could not find hers. So when I spotted this cookbook in my Goodwill for $1.99, I knew it would be the perfect gift for Patty. So if you guessed that the Better Homes and Gardens new cookbook was going to Patty, you guessed correctly. For my sister Kathleen, what I selected was a set of 6 little Wade Whimsies. I'm going to hold one of them up. This is the gingerbread boy. And Wade Whimsies are little tiny porcelain figurines. Here is Jack Be Nimble, that were put in boxes of red rose tea as premiums or prizes starting in 1967. They are made by the Wade Pottery Company from England. Here is Humpty Dumpty, and I got a set of 6 of them. I'm going to insert a clip of the set that I got for Kathleen so you can see them up close. They are so adorable.
Here's a close-up of them. On the far right, you have little Jack Horner in the corner eating his Christmas pie. You can see his plum on his thumb. There's little Miss Muffet with her spider on her tuffet. There is Humpty Dumpty in the back right. That's Jack Be Nimble, Jack Be Quick with the candle. There's Puss in Boots in his little boots. There is the gingerbread boy, and there is little Miss Muffet once again.
The reason I selected the Wade Whimsies for Kathleen was that in several videos, she mentioned that she loves miniatures. She also mentioned that she loves to put little miniature figurines on the windowsills in her farmhouse. So when I saw this collection of Wade Whimsy nursery rhyme figurines, I thought they would be perfect for Kathleen. Not only are they in miniatures, but she's also a reading teacher, and I thought having the nursery rhyme figurines would be the perfect Christmas gift for her. So if you guessed that Kathleen was getting the Wade Whimsy figurines, you guessed correctly.
Look how cute these little ceramic collies are. They're so cute. And I'm going to add them to my collection right next to this big collie that is one of my prized possessions from my uncle and will remind me of my best friend and Sheltie, Max, who we lost in October of 21. So I'm thrilled to have these right here in my hutch. And thank you so much, Kathleen, for these. They are adorable. Thank you, Paula, for my new Better Homes new cookbook. I'm so happy to have this since I could not find the one I had.
I love my little coffee bar bag. Look how cute that is for my sister Kathleen. It is perfect right here in my coffee area. Thank you so much. And my sister Patty knows me oh so well. Look at these fantastic cookbooks to add to my cookbook collection and this precious Beatrix Potter book, The Tale of Two Bad Mice. Thank you so much to both my sisters. You nailed it. Merry Christmas.
I have always loved little figurines, and I put them on my windowsills all over the house. And so from my sister Paula, these little figurines that are really from children's literature and little nursery rhymes go perfectly in the little bedroom, the little guest bedroom upstairs. So there's Puss in Boots and Little Boy Blue and who is this? Little Miss Muffet sitting on her tuffet. And I think this is my son John went to bed with the stockings on, perhaps. And there's Humpty Dumpty and the gingerbread man. And so I have them up in the guest bedroom along the windowsill where I tend to keep all my little collectibles. So that, if you guessed that, was coming to me from my sister Paula. You were right. And from my sister Patty, I got this bird feeder book, an easy guide to attracting, identifying, and understanding your feeder birds. And I am going to place this out on our screened-in, now glassed-in porch next to the other book that we use to identify North American wildlife. And I put a feeder up. I will pretty soon put the feeder up, and we'll be able to use this book to identify the birds. As you recall, I had a poster, which was one of my finds of the month, and that ended up going to my daughter's because she loved it. So instead of the poster out here on the screened-in room, we now have the book. So if you guessed that was coming to me from my sister Patty, you were right.
Well, my sisters and I sure hope that you enjoyed this style of video and enjoyed the little surprises at the end when we revealed who received what and why. Drop a comment down below and let us know, did you guess correctly? We would love to hear from you. Or if you didn't guess correctly, let us know who you thought was getting what. It would be fun for us to read it. If you really enjoyed this video, we would appreciate it if you would give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. By liking this video and sharing it with your friends, it helps us to grow our channel and also to get our content out to other people who may enjoy the same style of videos. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with us. We really appreciate it. Take care, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.